Hello, fisherman. Different location today, and I thought I'd try this particular place to make a video. I tried today already to make two videos. Both time failed because it was outside on the beach, and the weather was a bit bad, so the voice was very bad. So I had to repeat everything. So let's hope I don't come across as being bored or low energy and other things, because simply this is my first time inside this setup, but the third time today trying to make a video for the day. As you probably noticed, I'm trying to grind out one video a day regardless what happens, and it's a challenge I've set for myself, and that actually started 7 months ago by trying to do 30 videos, and that 30 video went pretty smoothly, so I just continued doing it. Now I'm basically want to see how long can I go churning out video every single day, and see how long does it take for me to reach the point of no return. The point of no return being that run out of things to talk about, run out of energy to talk about things, or simply losing so much interest in the topic that I don't want to make videos anymore. But that is not the case right now, so enjoy the drink with me. This is my first time drinking this as well. I don't know what this is. Say something related to apple cider vinegar. Let's find out. Okay. Need to get used to the taste. It's a bit like drinking cleaning product. Not that I ever tried, but I can imagine if anybody tried to drink cleaning product, this is how it tastes. Yeah, you get used to it. Yeah. Okay, I think kombucha is more for me than this, but don't try, don't know, right? Okay, today's topic, as always, is related to prices. Let's see. Do I have the correct form? That is the wrong form. This is the right form. Interesting. Okay, what I noticed in the last 24 hours is that the prices has been going back up pretty quickly. So the topic today is bull market versus bear market. And this is something I talked yesterday with Brendan about extensively for about an hour plus. Because for most people, they have the misconcept of the biggest price increase happens in the bull market. That is actually not always the case. In fact, most of the time, a genuine bull market climbs the wall of worries, which means for every step it takes forward, it usually takes 2 steps backwards. Only in maniac markets, like illiquid maniac markets, like in NFT, then you have escalating prices where there's no liquidity in market, where you can self-correct the prices. So for Bitcoin, I want to stick to Bitcoin because this is one thing, is part of the trade I'm going to make. And let me double check. Bitcoin today is at 58,800. So if you pay attention to the price of Bitcoin, you will see that in the last 30 days, we actually carved out a small top. But this could be also something else. However, the most likely scenario is that we're looking at oh, come on. The internet here is very slow. So most likely we are having, in the last 30 days we have a minus 11%. So I want everybody to look at this thing. Unfortunately, I don't have time to do any editing, so you just look at the chart as it is. Okay. What we have here is potentially, just potentially, the start of a double top. but I wouldn't give this 100% probability. So the next few days are extremely important. However, for myself, in the trade I'm going to put on, Bitcoin plays a major role. So this is the reason I need to talk about BTC. And anybody who is into BTC, the safest choice you can make right now is exit your BTC position and put the money into BCH. Because the ratio is in favor of BCH. And if you don't want to miss out the upside and yet you want to cash in your profit, the most logical thing to do is sell your Bitcoin and buy the equivalent amount in Bitcoin Cash in fiat currency mode. That is the easiest way to capture the upside. However, for those people who are conservative, what I will recommend you to do is just cash out BTC and then take part of the money and put them into BCH and let it ride and hold some dry powder. Because right now, a lot of coins are behaving exactly the same way as in 1999, in 2000. A lot of .com shares are behaving the same way. The erratic one-day 20% move, I've seen this before many times over. And in shares, that is usually the last indication for the price to topping out. So right now, I'm speaking this about this purely from my past experience. I did not sleep over this topic because my platform is not ready for trading. Therefore, I decided that I will only consult the universe if I'm ready to trade. So right now, I'm just using my own past experience to judge the market. So that could be totally wrong as well. If, for example, tomorrow my trading platform is ready to go, which is unlikely, but let's imagine that is the case, the final decision I make in my trades will not be based on my past experience. Instead, it will be based on the result from the dreams I will have when I consult the universe. So this is the part that most people probably would think that I might be contradicting myself one day. So I want to prepare you for this. Because it's like listening to different opinions. Or just imagine you have an expert, room full of experts. And one expert has 10 years experience, another expert has 50 years experience. Then there's one more expert that's all-knowing and has millions of years of experience. You get to choose who do you listen to, but you don't get to ask them all the time. So I rely on my own instinct for most of the things I do, but for the most important things I do in life, I always revert back to the universe to check what is the really going to happen in the future if I make certain decisions, and then based on that, I make the actual decision. So that means if I think, for example, if I personally think Bitcoin right now is topping out, but if I'm ready getting to trade, before I put on a trade, I'm going to sleep over and think about what is going to happen to Bitcoin, and then formulate a question regarding that to the universe, and I will sleep, get a dream about it, and analyze the dream and come with the outcome. And if that outcome says I should continue buying Bitcoin because this is going to go parabolic, I will just make that decision. I will more rely on the dreams than I will rely on my own personal experience. And this is counterintuitive, and this will make me look like contradicting myself. And I want to point this one out up front in a video like now, because otherwise people don't quite understand my decision-making process. My priority list is not the traditional way how people make the decision. Traditionally, a investor, if they have a certain amount of experience, what they do is they go into a crowdsourced information base, usually a forum or lengthy discussion with other people who they trust, and then based on the majority opinion, they will try to follow the majority opinion. So that means basically anybody who use a Twitter account just search for certain coin and then see the opinion about that coin on Twitter space. And if most people are into that coin, probably it's going to go up. Therefore, he buys and he makes money in the short term. Then he thinks that he found a golden formula. That is actually not that wrong. To a certain extent, that actually works pretty well, because think about it. Most people who are on Twitter and talking about certain coins, how do they get the inspiration to talk about that coins? They are getting influenced. They're getting influenced by other people, but ultimately those influence starts somewhere. And the ultimate start and the spread of those influence in Twitter space is actually based on the universal signal that we all receive. So the dreams I'm tapping into are not unique just to me, but they can be tapped into by others who are similar compared to me. And a lot of them are highly influential because they meditate over the same topic, and then they will make decisions based on that, but they will give you a logical reason why they will do it. That makes the process more digestible. And I will try to do the same. So what I'm trying to say is that behind every decision-making process for each individual investor, you should have your own system that you can trust. So if let's say the system I'm using is not trustworthy, that's fine. That's totally fine. The most important part is that you should use a trading system that you can trust yourself and that you get consistent results out of your system. That is the key. I've had many years of results based on my current system. Therefore, I trust myself and trust my own system, but I don't expect everybody to trust my system. And therefore, this is very important to distinguish between how I do those things and how everyone else in the trading community make their own decision. So if you are looking for confirmation, I might be the wrong person to give you those confirmations. So that's the key. But if you're looking for a individual opinion that is based on a long-term positive outcome, then my channel, my content, the things I will do on the trading platform will give you valuable information. But I always urge everybody not to blindly trust other people and not blindly copy other people. Instead, what you should do is you should always evaluate what is the best position for yourself and execute accordingly. I'll give you a good example. Yesterday when I was talking for 1.5 hours with Morpheus about his trades, and I'm suggesting to him a certain type of trade. I'm not going into detail, but he adapted that trade according to his own needs. He didn't say, okay, what should I do? Do I do A, B, C? Okay, then let me do A, B, C because you say so. He didn't do that, even though he trusts me. He still adapts the trades I suggest to him according to his own strategy, so that the outcome is something he can stand behind, so that he can be confident about the trade without being reliant on nothing else but a third-party opinion. So that means it's also great experience learning for him. And all that, this gave me the inspiration to make this video because I want you to go through the same process. When you make your own trading decision, make sure you're aware what you're doing and make sure you know that exactly the outcome of the trade is depending on you, not depending on me. It is not for you to decide, just copy all my trades and therefore you can make millions of dollars in the process. You could do that if you wish so, but the most important thing why I want you to do is learning. I want you to learn how to use this tool, this channel as a useful tool to improve your results. Not radically changing the result, but improving your result. Let's say if you used to make like 5-10% a month, if you can make 6% a month instead of 5% a month, that's already a great improvement. So don't look for a lottery ticket. Look for improvement in your own way of thinking, in your own way of trading by a noticeable margin. So expect that as a result, then you can't be disappointed because you are learning a lot in the process and you're also improving your outcome in the process. But it doesn't mean get free money just because a random dude on the internet tell you to press a button, then you suddenly overnight become a millionaire. Do not expect that to be the case. And if I really have such a system that can turn everybody blindly without any thinking into multimillionaires overnight, I would definitely be keeping that system to myself and wouldn't be telling anybody, right? So it's the gradual process that's the important. So I want you to truly nail this one home. I want you to understand all this, what I'm doing, all this video is prepare you for the video that's coming up when a trading platform is ready. Let you understand what the thinking process is behind it, why I make certain decisions, why I change my mind, and all that. And make sure that you don't have unrealistic expectations. That is the key. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video, and it's a change of scenery. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.